G'day ladies and gents and welcome to Aussie Real Talk. Let's take a seat on the couch, open Amazon and press play on its latest streaming movie, The Wrecking Crew. Starring Dave Bautista and Jason Momoa as estranged half-brothers, one a former Navy SEAL and the other a police officer, the pair are reunited in Hawaii to investigate the murder of their father. Along the way, criminal syndicates, the Yakuza, corrupt politicians and the rich and greedy all stick their heads up for a hard hit, whether that's a punch, a kick, a stabbing or something worse. First out of the gate, let's talk about the two leads. Jason Momoa is essentially playing himself here, or at the very least, the public persona audiences have come to know and enjoy through his interviews and red carpet appearances. If you like the handsome yet vulgar, comedic yet clumsy, disheveled yet grisly goofball version of Momoa, you'll probably have a great time with him in this movie. Personally, I find the shtick a bit tiring. He doesn't bring anything new to the role. What you see is what you get. The same style of jokes, the same line delivery, and the same physical expressions you've already seen in Aquaman, Fast X, and even Minecraft are all here. If Momoa is playing the wild, unruly rogue cop, very much in the mold of Mel Gibson's Riggs from Lethal Weapon, then Dave Bautista is clearly positioned as the Murtaugh of the duo. He's more grounded, more controlled, and more serious in both his professional and personal life. Ironically, I found Bautista's delivery of certain lines and actions genuinely funnier than the more forced funny man material given to Momoa. Something about Bautista still feels fresh. He's played a wide range of characters over the past few years, and while the gruff militant type is familiar territory, his screen presence remains engaging and alive. To be clear, full credit to both actors with their banter and shared chemistry. They are excellent together as a duo. The bickering, quick quips, and offhanded comments are genuinely entertaining. Unfortunately, their character arcs are painfully stereotypical, and the film itself is stacked with action comedy tropes straight out of the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. The most unforgivable by far of these is the villain's overly long monologue where he explains his master plan in detail right before killing a hero, only to be conveniently stopped at the last minute. The villain himself is entirely cookie cutter, a two-dimensional bad guy motivated purely by greed, willing to cut deals with anyone just as evil to get what he wants. At just over 2 hours long, the film really drags. The script is average at best, relying heavily on pop culture name drops and references for its comedy. The murder mystery is both bland and overly bloated, stacked with predictable twists and massive conveniences, where the right character or plot device appears exactly when the story needs a push. There are numerous scenes that could be cut entirely without affecting the film at all, and combined with some clumsy editing and uninspired camera work, it becomes very clear why The Wrecking Crew was sent straight to Amazon streaming instead of receiving a theatrical release. The film does attempt to showcase Hawaiian culture and its people, but these moments are few and far between. And that's a shame, because the glimpses we do get, mostly through Bautista's family, add warmth and genuine emotional interest. This is an element the movie really could have leaned into more. Alongside the comedy, the film clearly wants to impress with its action. So how does that fare? Well, it's a mixed bag. On the positive side, the hardcore violence is brutal and entertaining. Limbs are severed, cheese graters meet skin, and knives cut through faces. What's not to love? There are also a couple of fight sequences staged to replicate the famous hallway fight from Oldboy, one featuring Momoa and another with Bautista. In concept, these scenes look great. In execution, not so much. The choreography often feels clumsy, with awkward spacing and positioning that makes it obvious the actors aren't actually connecting when fighting. The guns are tossed around like plastic toys and sound artificial when they shoot, and the digital effects, particularly the green screen work, are jarringly noticeable. This is especially disappointing during what should have been a thrilling highway shootout scene, which instead feels flat and overly digital. Real talk, The Wrecking Crew is a movie that absolutely belongs on a streaming service. Its script, comedy, character arcs, action, and visual effects aren't awful, but they're far from original or inventive. Momoa and Batista are fun together, and their chemistry does a lot of the heavy lifting. That said, Batista is the real standout here, bringing something slightly fresher to his role, while Momoa leans heavily on the familiar persona that made him famous in the first place. It's an easy watch, if nothing else, and that earns The Wrecking Crew a 2 out of 5 from Aussie Real Talk. Who are you a bigger fan of, Momoa or Batista? Let us know in the comments. And if you enjoyed this review, please like and subscribe. Cheers.